Do you think the 49ers miss Deebo Samuel? And I don't
No.
know about like the current Deebo. Like the current Deebo may not exist anymore. But the old Deebo. The old Debo was sort of the identity of the team. Do you think they
I
miss
mean,
him?
who doesn't miss 2021 Devo? That's a horrible question.
I know, right?
That's
How
like
about
saying
2023 Debo?
no. I think they think Ricky could do that. I think they're I don't think even they like I think they're convinced Ricky can slot in. That's why they drafted Ricky that year, that offseason. Is because I think they truly believe that Ricky can do it.
Let me make the case for why the Niners miss Debo. And I
Okay,
don't
go
know that
ahead.
this Debo exists anymore. Ricky's a really good player, and I
Mhm.
think he's better than Debo at this point. But
Okay.
Ricky's kind of a finesse player, which is
Yeah.
great. You know, you need some players like that. He's fast. He's kind of a finesse player. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Uh, Look, the Niners used to have a specific identity, and I think Debo was the catalyst of it. Even if he wasn't their best player, he was the guy who went out with the boombox. He was the first guy out, and the whole Niners aura. I'm using Gen Z terms today. The whole Niners aura was that they were going to punk you. They weren't just going to win a football game. They were going to punk you, and
Yeah.
the guy who was going to punk you was a wide receiver who was named after the bad guy in Friday, who
Yeah.
punches people in the face and takes their chains. Like they bully you, and the bullier on offense, it wasn't Christian, although he was their best player. It was Debo, and it was also Kittle. Although Kittle, I don't know that he's necessarily running through people's faces anymore. They used to have Kittle would do it, Debo would do it. Jordan Mason, when he had the opportunity, would run through your face. Now, I don't know that they have anyone on the team like that anymore. And I'm sure, I mean, they can craft a new identity, but that was who they were. And I don't think that's who they are anymore.
Yeah, like I agree, but I also think as a fan, I think they are going to be I think it's addition by subtraction without Debo. That's why I don't think they'll miss him. Because I think we're going to see a lot more or a lot less predictable of an offense, which in my opinion, maybe yes, the first 2-3 weeks before we have our receivers back, yes, people may be like, "Oh my god, why'd we let go of Debo?" But once we get Demarcus Robinson, Brandon Ayuk, Jordan Watkins, Ricky Pearsall all out on the field together, and people are able to see how well we can spread the ball without like, all right, we need to force feed Debo. Okay, it's Christian's turn now. Oh, it's Kittle's turn now. Oh, back to Debo's turn. Oh shoot, we need to throw Brandon Ayuk in there. I think now we're going to see a lot more of like a fluid offense that's not so predictable, not so many random like little drags to Debo to try and force him to get the ball in his hands. And I think we're going to have a better offense this year than we've had since
I think it
20.
will too. I think Ricky's going to really elevate it. Christian coming back is going to help. I just feel like the team got kind of soft the last year, or like softer than it was. And it was really defined by its not just toughness, but like brash,
Yeah.
uh, like bulliness.
Yeah.
And like, I think it's gone. I think that's one of the reasons why they might need Jawan Jennings, because he isn't really going to run through your face, but he'll block you off the field and he will kind of stiff arm you and get a few yards after contact. Like
I mean,
he is a
Christian's pretty
dog. And without
physical.
him, who's the dog on the offense? Who?
It's
Chris
Kittle.
George, and
Yeah.
he's almost 30. What 2? He can't really play like that anymore. He's still great.
I mean, you were literally wrestling a treadmill at 37. So I think George can,
That's a good point.
yeah, I
Who
think
do you think
George
would
can.
win in like a UFC cage match? Me or George Kittle?
Probably you. I feel like you're scrappier than George. Like George would
Yeah,
do like
man.
the standard stuff. You'd break the
Muay
rules.
Thai, man.
Yeah. You'd go for like an eye gouge or something.
Oh, that's.
But like, yeah, I don't know. I think that's why
This is
Salah's
why I
back.
wanted him to keep Jordan Mason, man. He fit right into that culture that they didn't
I
realize they needed.
I think what they also realize is we don't need that offensively. We need that defensively. Yes, be a brute defensively. You don't need everyone on offense to be a brute. That's how you get hurt. And that's how your production slows down after 2 good years. That's what happens. You can't take that many hits on the offense as a receiver and be like fine. Look at Deebo, dude. His drop off was incredible.
Yeah,
And
it
then,
was.
2023 happened, but I'm crediting a lot of that to Christian because he just exploded. So it's like I think they realize you don't want to be physical.
Oh, That's their evolution, is to be less physical. I wonder how that goes. I mean,
on offense,
maybe you're right. Maybe you're right but I mean, they're still injured. Look, the reason I don't like, I mean, I like Ryan Robinson, but I would have preferred to keep Jordan Mason is that Ryan Robinson's a tough, big runner. Jordan Mason
he's
will
probably going to be the
you.
dog. Wait, yeah,
He
we have
will
2 guys that have been shot. What do you mean they're less physical?
Taking a bullet is a different skill set. That is a different skill set, and it's a great skill set. I'm not minimizing that. It just doesn't come into play as much on the football field. It shouldn't.
You know the intimidation factor when you're staring at 2 guys on the same field. It's like, oh my god, bro, they've both been shot. Like, this isn't going to affect them at all. They're going to run through us.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
But I also think that's why Salah's back, man. I think the juice, the physicality, the bulliness, I think that's what they want to come from the defense. They want Demo in your face, chirping. They want Renardo Green in your face, chirping. Fred getting back there, laying
Nick
you
Martin.
out. Yeah, and then, you know,
at their best, though, they had it on both sides of the ball. But I agree with you.
And then when you try and be overly physical back, they're just going to finesse you on offense. Well,
are you saying that Ricky Pearsall is going to start trucking dudes because he?
No, I think they're going to just be uber finesse. They're going to let the defense like chirp you, piss you off, get you fired up, and then when you try and get overly physical, the offense.
It's a finesse offense. It's a finesse offense. I just want to say
we're winning the Super Bowl this year. All you fans, I'm telling you, we're winning the Super Bowl.
Could be.